the desk. What are you doing? I'm trying to do a video here. I don't know what. The app is young. It's like, you know, it's over a year old, but it's not like something that is super established long-term already, or, you know, there's tons of people that know about it. We're very young, okay? So we're early in the process. So we're all still learning, including me, right? They're dumping it for like 80% below retail. What are you doing? Honestly, this is just so annoying and upsetting and pisses me off in so many levels. I got all my Vader stuff out ready. I got my 2 little figures here. They're gonna keep me company all the way till the drop and through the day. I got my shirt right here. Check it out. Vader was framed, everybody. It's not his fault. He's not a villain. You want him in your collection, don't you? And then I got over my shoulder the original FA Vader. So I'm gonna have an FA Vader in the real world, and I'm hoping to get the FA Vader in the digital world. Hey everybody, this is Mycollectables coming back with another video. Hey everybody, this is Mycollectables coming back with another video, and I want to ask the question, are we crazy?
I may have a little something I can share if you don't mind.
No way, seriously?
Yeah, why not? I know this is a great
Sure,
show.
sure.
I love how...
No! No, you are not! No, you're not doing that here! What? What the? No way! Oh my. Boba Fett is coming to Vivi. What? My thoughts about what's going on, you know, inside and outside the Vivi community, and more importantly, talk to you about the fact that we won't be stopped. Vivi won't be stopped. How's it going, everybody? It's Thursday, February 15th. What a day. Announcements keep coming. Things keep moving. And we're getting closer and closer to MCP full power. And we're hearing rumors, okay, that something big's coming to the app in like a month or something like that. I keep hearing something. I don't know what is going to happen or what. But, you know, we got a lot of stuff happening in the background, you know, with Vivi and how they're just building this stuff up. Crypto's on the move again. Bitcoin is up. OMI is up. And,
I hope that you're up and feeling great. But thanks for coming out today, guys. It's great to see you again, as always. We've got a couple of announcements that obviously just came out. I got some giveaways today for you as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. And there's a couple other things going on other platforms other than Vivi that are also pretty cool too. We'll cover as much of it as we can today, and as we gear up for the weekend and the big Lambo drop. Now, check this out. This was a lot of fun. You guys know all about this already. This is not breaking news now. But Vivi did a really funny thing where they did a Valentine's Day capture, as you know. And, they had the revolving imagery. And the Blade collectible was shown in there. And I haven't had a chance to react to this yet. I'm waiting for the article to get the numbers. But look at that. That looks pretty damn cool. He's standing on the coffin, holding the vampire's hand out, keeping them from coming out with his sword right there. That's a really cool looking version of him as well, which is awesome. So I can't wait for this one to come out. It's a secret rare that's shown here. We don't know if it's going to be multiple poses or if it's just going to be one character, like one single set at a secret rare. I'm going to guess there's going to be a couple of them, and this is just the secret rare version. It would be really wild if they dropped just a secret rare as a single solo set. That would be something, with animation or whatever. This one does not look animated, at least in the image. So I think we're getting a couple right here. That would be my guess. Maybe 3 with an animation. But we'll wait and find out. Of course, they're going to announce this like anytime, like any minute. They could even announce it while we're here live, because they announced something else Blade related while we're here live. We're getting the comic book. Check it out. We're getting Tomb of Dracula number 10. So this is going to be pretty fun. I'll do a full breakdown video of this, of course, as I always do, with price predictions and everything like that. But I will show you how much this goes for in print right now, because I have that full access, Go Collect account. And this is a good comic. Nice and good right here. They did have the Tomb of Dracula number 1 as a facsimile release a couple months ago, earlier this year. Late towards the end of last year, they had a really nice Tomb of Dracula number 1. And so I was predicting that one would come to the VV app. But of course, here is number 10 with Blade. And this one's going to be nice. Depending on what they do with the mint numbers, this might be a 10 gem release. They might do that to us again. I hope they don't. I hope they give us a $6.99, $700 and $7,500 edition or $5,000 edition, like the comic book that, came out today. I like those numbers a lot better. Of course, we all do. We like it when it's $6.99 and not 10, but because this is a character that, we all know, and it's a little bit of an upper level character in regards to like notoriety, they may give us that 10 gem price point, but we'll wait and see what happens. This is coming next Tuesday, so we have a lot of time before it. I mean, there's drops before this, right? But it's going to be fun. If you check out Go Collect, because I have that full access account, Tomb of Dracula number 10, the first appearance of Blade the Vampire Slayer, a 9.8 goes for 29,000 US. So it's pretty good, you guys. It's no slouch. There's 4,500 of these graded, so it's very popular. There's a decent amount to go around. When you see how, like, if you see the graded numbers here, how many? When there's like 400 graded, it's not that popular, but it's 4,500 graded, so nice market cap. There's 56 known 9.8s at 29,000 US. So it's a pretty good comic. Definitely higher level comic, very famous character. And as you guys know, Blade himself was the reason that Marvel even still exists today in a lot of reasons. The MCU wouldn't exist without the Blade movie that came out in the late 1990s. It was a real surprise. I know most of you know the story already, but Marvel was really struggling financially at the time. And they came out with Blade. And the Blade movie was actually filmed right in my backyard, right in Vancouver, Canada. And, if you watch the movie, if you're from the west coast of Canada like I am, you can see a lot of the streets from my town in there. I don't live in Vancouver now, but at the time I did. And it was really weird to actually see the streets of Vancouver in that movie so prominently, And so anyway, this movie came out. And to like a lot of people's surprise, because it wasn't even like really thought of as to be a big kind of movie, it really did amazingly well. And in a lot of ways, the story is that Blade saved Marvel from going under, like literally almost saved them from financial ruin because Marvel was not doing well at that particular time. And this movie did really well. And then, of course, they came out with the sequels and everything like that. Wesley Snipes, I mean, very cool actor, really good movie. You still watch the movie today. It stands up. It's very cool. And it is like a part of the MCU, which is really cool. Now they're finally looking at bringing him back, of course, you know, into the whole, you know, mix of things. And now we're getting the collectible on Vivi, which is really cool. And this was like a fun little way to announce these things. The last two really cool drops have been announced in fun ways, in my opinion. The first one with, of course, the Biker Scout and the Royal Guard were not announced officially on this channel, but Alex G came on and did some fun stuff with the physical toys, which gave us the hint. And then the next day, Vivi released it. So that was fun. So that happened right here. So you never know what's going to happen when you tune into a live stream of a content creator on Vivi. Make sure you're watching everybody's channels because you just never know what's going to happen. It's a lot of fun. This one released on Valentine's Day of all days. I mean, it could have been a Halloween drop. It could have been something else, Friday the 13th even, you know, but this is a, you know, just a Valentine's Day, which is really funny. They just snuck it in there. And, you know, they had that thing. That was really cool. I really like that just for fun, just for the memes, and people did a lot of memes off of this. You see the ones with David Yu in there. That was pretty funny. Who's your favorite? Who's your Vivi Valentine? So this one's coming. So like I said, we don't exactly know if it's three copies yet or if it's just the one. But either way, it's going to be fun. And I'm going to look forward to this one. If they give it to us super scarce and they have an animated one, I mean, people might spend their MCP on it. This one could be really good. We'll see how it goes for sure, right? But of course, the comic itself coming out soon too. Here's the tweet that went out. You know, Will Sliney again, and Rachel right there again with the art on these ultra rares and rares. Very cool. And you can see that secret rare over there. So nice comic, good value, depending on what they do on the edition size. I'm going to predict right here, it's a 10 gen comic. I'm just going to think, I think they're going to do that. I don't want them to. So if they're listening, Vivi, you guys let them know as well. But hey, it could be pre-approved already. But $6.99 comics on this, nice and scarce. Let's give us something really to go after for sure. Now, a little bit other news as well. If you are an Omi fan, good gracious me. Okay, Omi is like really on the rise, specifically in the last 24 hours. But over the last month right here, check it out. If you click on the last month right here, it's up like 35%. And, you know, people thought, you know, Vivi was dead. Well, I'm sorry. Vivi is coming back. It's not like it was fully dead. But look, this is Vivi's hand coming out right there. And we don't have Blade stopping us this time. You know, Vivi's not dead. We're doing just fine here. And with the MCP kicking up in high gear, I mean, have you guys looked at the floors on the market yet? Have you guys checked out what's going on in the app with the MCP building, the rare comics, you know, the secret rares that are cheap? You can still get a couple if you hurry. You know, I'm just saying, if there's still secret rare collectibles on the floor at around 20 to 25 gems, give you 6 points a day guaranteed. I mean, don't sleep on those. Lock them away. I'm telling you right now, I've been doing that. You just need one each. You don't need to stack them. And just put them away and forget about them and get those points. You're going to need those points. And as time goes on here, it's going to get more and more interesting. And as time goes on, I talked about this in my MCP video. We're going to have less and less opportunities to get cheap MCP off collectibles, specifically at those secret rares. None of those should even be selling right now, if you ask me. They should just be, you know, maybe a few on the floor, right? But you know, you're not going to turn around and pick up, you know, like Miss Minutes for 150 gems. But if you can get her like under 30, or if, you know, when I got it at about 25 or so, I think about 27, or if you can get like Chucky's poster or those kind of, the pencils are still under 20 gems. What are you doing? Just lock them up, put them away. Maybe there's too many pencils for the whole family, but for the whole crowd right now. So, you know, you're going to probably see some down there for sure. But lock those things up and forget about them. Just put them away and let those points, because that stuff is going to get you access, hopefully, in a drop with bidding and other things MCP is going to do as well for future stuff you're going to want. You're going to want future stuff here that we haven't even had announced yet. You know, stuff like Blade, but even more so stuff like Wolverine and all the rest of them, the comic books. You're going to want to like lock those up, and you're going to want to be able to compete on those drops. And it's not just going to be one, there's going to be multiple. And of course, other things are going to happen with MCP. So my whole thing, I mean, I don't have huge money to spend or anything. I'm just making sure that I'm trying to boost my level up a bit, trying to get as many as I can per day. And being active in the market is another way to do it. And on the app, make sure on these drops, like, you know, today's drop, you know, with the comic book and especially the stamp drops, there's a lot of discussion in the spaces about the stamps drops at 6 gems each, you know, just for buying from the store to get MCP that day, not even to go collecting these stamps and stuff. You buy a bunch of stamps at 6 gems, and then, you know, you get a bunch of MCP because of store purchases. You complete the set, you get the 100 points there. You walk out of a stamp drop if you pull the trigger multiple times with like 700-800 points in one shot, and then you complete that set, and then you sell the rest of them back, and you end up recouping a decent amount of gems. It's a strategy that people are really starting to employ now on the cheap drops. Comic books at $6.99 also can have that effect as well. You know, but there's, you know, with the stamps in particular, it's quite crazy because there's only 4 on that last love one, the heart one. So people have done that and collected a lot of big points in one day. And then those points are locked in your vault. They're there, right? So there's lots of different strategies going on right now. We'll cover them more as we talk a little bit more on the channel here and discover what more people are doing. So you guys let me know what you're doing for sure, right? About MCP. But sorry, Omi's really doing well. And you guys know that on the channel here, we just gave out 30,000 more Omi to the members of the channel. So, and we're over 1 million. So we're going to keep it going, you know, with the drop heads. So if you want to get in on that program, make sure you own a drop head and we'll get you in there. You could win some Omi here just by being a member. But coming up this weekend, we got Lambo, the Countach. This is the one from the 80s. And when I did my video on this one, I price predicted the secret rare below the GT that came out, the 350, because, you know, that one's the original and all that kind of stuff. But now that I'm hearing it, people like this one more. It's more iconic and maybe the most famous Lambo of all. So I have my price predictions going on the secret rare right here. I want to know what you guys think. We only have a few days left until this comes. This one right here with 100 editions available to the public only. I mean, it's a 70 gem drop. So, you know, you're going to have some gems aside for this one. But at 100 editions on this one, there's people talking like this one could pass the GT. That's about 2,100 gems right now in the aftermarket with slightly more editions, right? This one's got slightly more. So, I mean, I think they're very close. They're almost the same. So I was a bit surprised by that. I thought maybe this one would go below, but I'm hearing, and we'll see what happens, of course. You know, we don't know until it actually happens, but people are thinking this one could go above that, which is really interesting. It's got me rethinking whether or not I want to spend points on this drop, even just the 5,000 minimum, right? So I'm going to check it out. I'm going to think about this, but I need your guys' feedback on this. We all need to talk and like decide, and maybe you don't want to tell everybody what your plan is, but are you going to use MCP on this drop? And are you going for it now after we've heard this over the last couple of days? 70 gems is like, you know, that's a hit for a drop, but if you land this, I mean, you know, that is a massive flip if you just want to flip. And also, this is a scarce one. From what I'm hearing from the community in the Twitter spaces, this is the most famous one that people want. At least this is what I've been hearing over the last 2 days. So I was a little bit surprised by that. I thought maybe the previous one was going to be higher, but this one could go higher. So use that info, listen yourself, obviously go to the spaces, find out what you think for sure. Don't just take my word for it. I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out what I want to do on this drop, but I do think now that I am going for this one. You know, I was a little bit unsure if I should because, you know, my luck hasn't been great, even though I'm a year of the dragon and this should be my year, everybody. This should be my year to get good drops. Maybe I'll start with this one, right? So I do have the gems to go for it now. And, you know, those 70 gems you could use to get some like okay MCP for, you know, locked away with some of these comics and things. And you could buy almost three of those cheap secret rares on the floor. So it is a tough choice. But if you do land this one, The ultra rare, it's going to be fine. It's going to be upwards 50 gems probably. This guy here is probably going to be, you know, it's a white one, so it's cool. This one's probably going to be 35 to 40, somewhere in that range right away. But over time, these are actually really scarce. This is only 1974 of those, under 2,000. This guy here has got under 1,000, you know, closer to 900 right there, and it's red, so that's pretty cool. And this guy here, I mean, if you look at the Lambos, all the secret rare Lambos, this one is probably going to be first or second in terms of value. So definitely one to go after for sure if you're thinking about it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, we got to talk about something else. We got to talk about gold. And we got to talk about Disney gold. Okay, and I don't own one of these. And I'm probably an idiot for not picking it up under 2,000. But the partner statue is taking off again right in front of our face. Now, I don't know how high it's going to go. I have no idea what's going to happen with this. People might start taking some profits if they can here. We'll see. It might come back down, but it's up to 33.50. So when this was at 1,700 or 16 whatever or 19 whatever, I should have bought one then. There was a moment when I had gems when I could have done it, and I was, you know, not quite ready to go there yet. And, you know, but this is the first of the grails that is starting to really pick it up again. Of course, you know, we know the grails, right? You know, you got the Spider-Man, that one's still quite high. We got the VV logo, which is now creeping up even higher. All right. I mean, that's crazy with apparently whispers and rumors of Andre Geek or whatever, that YouTube guy that's really famous buying one or something. I mean, or who knows, right? So keep your eyes on this partner, but you have a partner statue. I mean, it showed up in the VV, in sort of the Disney-verse sort of like Epic Games thing. It showed up there, and then it took a couple days. It started to move a bit. Now it's getting up there. So other grails too, you know, if we start getting a nice pump here on the whole thing, are going to start moving. So we'll see if people take profits on this kind of thing, or if they just lock it away and forget about it. If I own this one right here, because I don't own a partner statue, I've never owned the partner statue, okay? I've never owned it. I've always wanted it. I mean, it was super high at first, then it came all the way down. I wasn't sure if I wanted to spend it on there, because I was buying other stuff I wanted, like Amazing Fantasies and things like that. So now, though, it's one of these things like you always see that meme, you guys. You know that meme, and they're doing it with Bitcoin right now. And by the way, they're doing it with Omi right now as well, right? The meme where there's the two lineups. You know that meme where there's the two lineups, and you got the table where people are spending 50,000 on Bitcoin, but you know, and they're all lined up for it. But at the other table, it's 17,000 and there's nobody there, right? This is such typical human behavior, you know? So how high does this have to go before people who I don't have the gems to buy this. I'm just going to say, how high does it have to go before people start lining up? You know, are they going to wait until it's another 1,000 higher? They go, oh, now it's worth something. I'll buy it now. Or do you buy it ahead of time, right? So these are the kind of things we have to look at. But I don't think we're fully out of like bear market, but things are happening. You've seen Bitcoin up over 50,000 and breaking it, you know, like even higher. So, I mean, when that happens, you know, that like, you know, the digital space like starts to move. I'm not a crazy crypto expert, but, you know, I just don't talk about it that much on the channel. I talk about collectibles here mostly, but, you know, Crypto Rain and all these guys, you know, like, you know, people who really talk about crypto a lot, and especially coins and everything, and Omi a lot, you know, they're all like looking at stuff right now. So make sure you're paying attention and doing your own research and going outside the community as well. You want to go outside the VV community for your info as well. And just keep your eyes on stuff, because there is a lot of stuff that could be made, a lot of money that could be made potentially if you're smart and if you have the right, you know, like picks. Of course, there's always risks, so make sure you're careful. But this guy right here is really starting to fly. Now, I wanted to also just quickly talk about this announcement here. This is on McFarlane Digital with Universal Products and Experiences. Now, the McFarlane stuff is either really great or not that great. The Catwoman drop to me was not good. They had like, you could see there was like lines. Sergio on YouTube, on X did a great job of tweeting about it and showing like people and other people as well, the up close on Catwoman. You could look like they scanned the toy or something. There was actually like joints and lines in there from like under her arm. you know, and for a digital collectible, I wouldn't like that, right? But Universal Products and Experience, this is Movie Maniacs and all sorts of different characters, and they have different ones. I just want to give you a little taste about what you could get there, because they got to start moving away from DC only. I think people are getting a bit bored with all the DC characters. As much as we love them, we want to have McFarlane to expand his digital, you know, his digital base into all the other IPs that his physical toys do. Here are some Movie Maniacs for you from the Movie Maniacs toy line. You can see we got lots of horror figures there as well. There's lots of other characters in there in the Movie Maniacs. But check it out. We got all the famous ones. So that would be really cool. I mean, these are my toys, okay? This is a picture of toys that I used to own. And I don't own these anymore. They sold ultra fast from my store. They just went, when I took this shot for Instagram and socials, when I got a bunch of toys in that I purchased off a collector, they were all used. And of course, I posted these immediately. This is about, about 7 or 8 years ago or so, when I owned my shop still right in the middle of that. And I had like 5 people come into my store within literally an hour and buy them all up. I mean, people love this kind of stuff. So the digital side of things, if they release horror characters and other stuff with this release right here, it's going to be really cool to see like how the community reacts, because, that 600 mint Catwoman drop didn't even sell out, right? It was like, 300 of them. So if you had a 600 mint drop on Vivi, it's gone in like half a second. So there's still not a lot of action on McFarlane that we want. This kind of thing can actually bring more people in potentially. Horror stuff is a lot of fun. So that's just a little side note. We'll get back to the Vivi stuff for sure. But Cryptoys also has got the Sorcerer's Apprentice rare Mickey. It's still not sold out. There's 3,000 of them at $29.99. So the day later, you can still buy them right there. So that's another one. I'm waiting for the Yoda one. And when the Yoda one comes, I'll pounce on that, if it comes, which it should come. And other characters as well. I love how they're isolated this character here, gave us the amount that they have, lowered the price from the blind box. I think that's a really big win, but I'm not buying this one because I want Yoda, right? That's the one. I'm just going to stick to my fandoms, but man, oh man, stuff is really happening right here. We got Lambo coming up. We got the partners taking off. Now, I got a couple things for you guys today. It's a lot of fun. This comic right here, we got the Fantastic Four news. And, with the cast being announced, with Pedro, the Mando himself, Grogu, your papa's going to be Reed Richards. So I know he's happy about that, right, Grogu? Anyway, so that's been announced, and the cast looks really cool. I heard some stories about they might do the Fantastic Four back in the 1960s. And that's where the story might actually be. And then, so, that would explain why they haven't been around, through the whole Infinity Saga. Like, where are they, right? Whenever I watch these movies with superheroes in these in the universe, like when I watch DC movies, I go like, where's Superman? The world's about to end. Where's Superman? Is he just not hanging out? Like, remember when we watched Shang-Chi? And, I was like, where are the Avengers right now? Like, the world apparently is about to end and Shang-Chi's going to save the world. And yet, like, the Avengers are nowhere to be found, like they don't even know what's going on. Like, I always find that kind of funny when you get so many different movies going on. So the Fantastic Four, if it takes place in the past and then they bring them into now, with the Secret Wars and this whole stuff like that, that can be a really cool way to do it, to explain like how come they haven't been around. Because it's kind of funny if they just suddenly form today in the MCU, So anyway, I'm going to give you guys this comic in the chat. It's the reason I'm showing you this particular comic. It's just a fun one. It's Marvel's Greatest Comics, number 94 from 1980. And this is a reprint of Fantastic Four number 114. There's an Ant-Man story in there too. And it's with the Overmind. So this is a pretty cool comic. I'm going to give this one out to you guys today in the chat just for hanging out. And I'm also going to give you guys a Plastic Man for hanging out. Now, Plastic Man is one of my secret drops for drop heads. There's only 4 of him left out of 100 that have been minted. So we're down to the end with this guy. And this is one of my secret drops. There's only 4 remaining. There's been a bit of a sale for members. If you check my Discord, I'm not going to promote the sale here or anything. I just wanted to clear up the last few to my members and get them those extra spots in the reward. So this guy, I'm going to give you one. There's only 4 left. So now there'll be 3 left. and he's almost sold out. He's a part of the secret drops I have for my drop heads with the zombie, the plastic man. There's 3 more to be announced, and then there's going to be an airdrop if you have all 5. And this guy right here is going to be a lot of fun. This airdrop right here that you're going to get as a drop head holder. And of course, all of these guys give you the utility of my programs, my Omi and my comics. So it's a lot of fun. So there's only 4 plastic mans left. There's about 20 zombies left. And then these guys have not been announced. Number 3 is coming very soon. So I'll give you this guy today. I'll give you this comic today just for hanging out as well. And then over on my Discord, you can win this one, The Thing and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, this is because of the Fantastic Four announcement too. I wanted to focus on The Thing and some of the characters there. This guy's a daily giveaway, so I'm going to show you who wins today live towards the end of the live stream. This is on Discord. So if you're a member and you haven't entered on Discord, get to my Discord and enter into the giveaways channel, and you can win. This is from 1974, a Guardians of the Galaxy and Thing comic, Marvel 2-in-1 number 5. That's on my Discord. And then this guy right here, this Alpha Flight with Wolverine on the cover. This is a cool one as well. This is for my old school member rewards. So I'll announce this winner today too. This is also on my Discord. This is for people who've been a member of the channel for more than 6 months. And you'll get a nice Alpha Flight comic, a key comic with Wolverine on the cover. A lot of fun, right? So we got lots to talk about today, you guys, including this Dracula comic right here and Blade and all sorts of stuff. Let's get to the chat, see how you guys are doing. We got Christopher in the house. How you doing, Christopher? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming out. Bill, yes, we got Blade coming. Are you guys pumped? Did I psych you guys up enough with that monologue on my intro there? I hope so, because I'm pumped. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting totally pumped right here. Mario, how you doing? Great to see you. Ronnie's with the yo-yo-yos is in the house again. Thanks for coming out. Omar, I called this out yesterday that they're on their fun post that we would get this comic since we saw the collectible. Yeah, this comic right here, right? This is what you called. Yeah, it made sense. I actually didn't think of it. So you called it. I didn't think of that we'd get the comic. I saw the Blade character. I'm like, oh, we're getting Blade. Cool. But then I didn't even think, oh, maybe they'll release the comic. So it looks like they're going to do them quite quickly. This one obviously looks like it's coming first because it's the first one that's announced. Now, if they announce it coming up, like they might do it while we're live here because they usually do announcements around noon Pacific time. So we might actually be able to look at that Blade article here together. I'll be live just past noon for sure. So we'll see. Bob Sales, how you doing? What's this? Blade is real. It's real. He's here. There we go. The biggest bro. Blade's here as well. Biggest bro. I think, didn't you win something on Discord or something? I think you won something on Discord with Vivi, right? Congrats to that. I think I saw you in the chat today, this morning on the Discord live. By the way, there's a lot of lives going on when we have a drop. We got the Discord live, which they do a great job there on Vivi's Discord. Of course, we got Informant, and he's doing great drop streams. If you guys aren't watching his drop streams, check it out. He's picking up steam and doing a really good job there, you know, covering the drop days. And of course, you got usually O'Milly's live on Twitter, you know, doing drop stuff as well. So, I mean, between those 3 alone, and sometimes I'll get in there if it's a Star Wars drop on a weekend or something, I'll get in there and do it because it's a lot of fun. But I love to watch, right? So I got like this morning, I had like 3 different things going on, and I'm trying to like use my ears to like hear each conversation, but you can't because, you know, there's a lot going on. So I'm like in the VV Discord trying to participate in their drop show stuff to win stuff. I'm watching the YouTube channel Informant, okay, having fun there. And then I got the Twitter space open with O'Milly while people are goofing around. You know, I got all sorts of things coming at me. Meanwhile, I'm trying to drop off my family, my kids at school. It's always a busy day, right? But I love every minute of it for sure. Pasternak's back. He's here. Thanks for coming out, man. We've missed you the last couple. Don't worry. It's all good. You show up whenever you want, and we're happy to have you anytime. But it's good to see you for sure. And your Boston Bruins beat my Canucks the other day 4-0. Even though my Vancouver Canucks, this is hockey I'm talking about, are number 1 in the NHL. We're number 1, and my Lakers are on a nice streak. So my sports are picking it up. So your Bruins beat us, though. So we'll have to get you back. One ton wonton, man. How you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming out as well. Bill with the little, you know, what's that called again? The what's that called when you're, is it dabbing or dapping? I'm too old for that. Bill B, how you doing? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming out. Wild, are we pumping or are we delisting? That's a great question. You know, there has been confirmed sales of the partner, like, I'm sorry, of the logo. The logo had a confirmed sale of 5,000 or something. So I think it's a bit of both, but there's definitely people buying. But that's a really great question. Are we pumping or delisting? You know, I would recommend, and, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, I know everybody wants gems and wants to recoup, but if you just delist at the floor and relist a bit higher, you'll probably end up, you know, because human psychology in the app is funny. Once the prices start to go up, specifically on stuff like this, right? Sorry, on this, people then start to, like, you know, want to get in there. So, you know, I mean, I've had to make some sacrifices for my MCP as well. I'll tell you about that in just a minute too, but that's a great question right there. Duck and Cover, good to see you today. It was great chatting with you in the space yesterday. Always love hearing from you, and that you're coming out as well. Wild, Randy's going to be happy. Yeah, I mean, you know, Randy's a guy like, you know, we all love Randy. I mean, some of you don't, and if you don't, you're nuts, because I love Randy. He's great. I mean, this is a guy that takes so much abuse, you guys, from people. People throw him so much abuse, but, you know, I really love his conviction and, you know, how he sees things. And I don't think he's wrong. We all, excuse me, we all don't know exactly what's going to happen. But I think the trajectory of, like, what's going on is, I think he's in the, I think he's in the right path. I really do. I'm not in the same path. I'm on a different path. You know, I can't walk that path. That's a different path for me. But I think he's on the right path personally. And he takes a ton of abuse, right? And you know what? He just bounces off of them. You know, I hope anyway, you know. So lend your support over there if you appreciate the guy. You know, go to his lives. I always watch his lives. On again last night, just hanging out. It's amazing that Randy can do a live stream with no graphics and just keep it going for hours. It's a real skill and a talent. And you know, he's just got a lot of wisdom. So anyway, we'll see. I think he's probably pretty happy with what's been going on for sure, right? The biggest bro, Bulade. I know he's coming. Oh, I can't wait for the numbers on this one. Hopefully it comes pretty quick right here. Dr. Strange is here. How you doing, Dr. Strange? So great to see you. My favorite intro music. You like that one? I'm working on a new one just for fun too. So I appreciate you coming out, man. As always, hope you're doing great. We'll definitely have to talk again very soon. I haven't chatted with you in a bit, but thanks for coming out and seeing my live today, man. I always appreciate it. Crazy Dan, how you doing? You just got another 2.6 million early this morning. Yeah, man. I mean, look at Omi here. Let's see. We got the last 24 hours. If I just refresh this page right here, up 8.2%. Just a nice, I mean, this is just nice right here. This is from like a little, and if we go back, if you jump back 3 months, you know, you got your little ups, you got your little downs. Now we're back up again. So, you know, I don't cover Omi a lot on the channel. We just give it away here, you know, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, the 1 year thing is interesting too. You can see we had highs and went down, and now we're kind of on this trajectory here. Maybe we'll go back up here. You know, this is in August. Maybe we go back up here, right? And that would be nice for people if you're getting it now. So it's going to be a wild roller coaster of a ride. This is 1 month right here. We'll just keep it going and see what happens here. But I don't think that's a bad idea. That's for sure. You can see it's moving. And now there's more than just speculation behind it. There's literally the whole thing that's happening with MCP and all the good stuff that's going on, and crypto as well. So I think that's the right path for sure. George, how you doing? Hey, MC, cheers from Mexico. Landed the secret rare today. There you go. Congratulations. I got another common, okay, with a, you know, obscure, non-important mint. But, you know, that's normal for me. I haven't actually gone in for the Spider-Man comic and got my 3-digit common yet, or the rare. I'm just waiting a little bit. But congrats on that, man. I'm happy for anybody who gets a secret rare on that. That's great. NFA, how you doing? What's up? We're having a good time for sure. Just hanging out. Viva la Vive, how you doing? Market sentiment feels strong. Imagine what happens to our vault values when the masses arrive. Well, the thing about it that I've noticed over the last like week or so is that You know, people are buying stuff for MCP and there's no reason to sell it. You know, I mean, you just put it away and just forget about it. And then you get those points. And it's funny because like we were collecting comics and collectibles and all sorts of stuff, you know, for the fandoms and for the aftermarket value and the hope that they go up in value so we can resell them later, you know, take some profits, get a couple, you know, maybe stack a few, sell a few off, get those gems so you can keep fueling your, you know, your gem pool to go after new drops. I mean, it's just a smart way to do it instead of just constantly putting money in, right? Like, you know, for most people anyway. So, but now you've noticed that like people, there's a new thing to collect on VV, and it's been there ever since, you know, for a long time now. But there's a new thing to collect on VV, and it's master collector points. And before we had them, we could see them, and people were like focused on them for sure and raising up the levels. You know, I'm actually not that far away from level 30, so I'm starting to really pick it up. I think I'm passing 120 something thousand points now, which is small compared to a lot of people. That's why I'm really focused on it. But you can see people are collecting the points, and the points are becoming a real focus. I know for me they are, because I'm way behind a lot of people. And it's gonna, I won't be able to catch people. That's for sure. I mean, I just won't, you know, because people have already had big collections and they're getting 1,000 to 1,400 to 1,500 points a day. And I won't be able to catch that. But if I can get my levels up so I can compete on some of these drops, you know, where I have to drop like 30 or 40,000 or 50,000 points on a grail, then I feel comfortable doing it, because then I'll be able to recoup at least some of those, you know, and I'll be able to go after some of the other drops too. So it's a new kind of collection that we have, and it's actually showing now because we can use those points finally on these drops, right? Like the Lambo drop coming up. I mean, people are going to use some points here, and if you don't, you're not going to be able to, you're going to have a lesser chance of landing the secret rare. People who have a lot of points. Now, I'm not sure if I'm using points on this one. I still have to decide, you know, because I really got to save my points for the big stuff. And this is one of the big ones. Like this one is a big one. This one right here. If you land this, this is 2,000 gems, right? I was predicting about 1,500 or so. So I'm guessing it's at least that. It's just too scarce. Now, how many people will buy it? You only need 100 people who will be willing to spend 2,000 gems. And we got more than enough people to spend 2,000 gems on this, if you think about it. So, and my initial first thought when I started the video, if you're just tuning in, I was talking about this, is that I had it under the 350 GT in terms of the aftermarket in my price prediction video. I had it around 1,500, 12 to 1,500, somewhere in that range. But as the last couple of days since I put that video out, I've been in the spaces and people are loving this version of Lambo better than the 350, you know, because we're comparing the scarcity here, right? The two that have the most scarcity. So some people are saying this one's probably going to go higher than that one. I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah, this is the more famous one, you know, that people always kind of refer back to, you know, especially in the 80s, you know, like I'm an 80s kid, so I get it. This one, of course, you know, 70s, but the 80s is when it became famous. The Wolf of Wall Street has a version of this, as everybody knows, the white one that he crashes up. It's not the same exact one as this, but still. So after hearing that, it's making me go, yeah, you know what? I got the gems for it, so I think I'm going to go for this one. I don't know if I'm going to use the MCP. That's my only question. But just for the chance of getting this one, I mean, if you land the rare one here, the red one, you know, if you're just looking for just a straight flip, you'll probably lose 20 gems on that. It's probably gonna be about 50 or so to start. I think it goes up though, because there's like about 900 of them. This one right here looks fantastic. So even if you get it on the drop and it's worth 35 to 40, I mean, sure, it'd be better to go in the aftermarket, but maybe you get a really crazy mint number, you know? So there's lots of fun ways to go for this one, right? For sure. But I mean, if you land this, you guys, I love that VV's doing this though. They're smart. They're reacting to how we're reacting. They're giving us a chase. They're giving us a lottery. And why not? I mean, it makes it fun for sure, right? He Nano's here. How you doing? Are you still at the airport? I hope you guys got out of the airport. Or are you still stuck there? Hopefully, if you're stuck there, you brought some sandwiches because airport food, it'll cost you more than this Lambo right here. Hinana, Wesley Snipes was the best in the role of Blade, in my opinion. Can't wait for the comic to drop. Yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun right here. This is a nice one. Like I said, I'll do a full breakdown video like I always do. But 29,000 on a 9.8. We're right here. Look at this. Right here, November the 19th, $28,000 sale. And then April, $33,000 sale right there. So, you know, this guy, these are legit sales right here. It's a key issue right here. You can see. And then we have the graded ones right here. Let's just see. Look at that. That's pretty damn good on this comic. So it's no slouch. Viva la Viva. Yeah, we agree for sure. Doctor Strange, Wesley carried and played the hell out of that role. I know, right? He was awesome. And it's like we talked about at the beginning of the live stream. That movie saved Marvel's ass. And it was not expected to. And like I said, if you're just tuning in, that was filmed right in my backyard. At the time, I lived in Vancouver, Canada. If you're familiar with the West Coast, it was filmed there. So I see all these streets that I know. It's really funny when I watch that movie. In fact, all three, I believe, are like that. And there's a couple other movies, too, around that era that were filmed in that. But I'm like, oh, they go this one thing. They went through like a tunnel thing. And I'm like, I know that tunnel. It's always weird, right? I know people who live in New York and famous cities, they probably don't even think of it twice because so many movies are filmed there. But Vancouver's got a lot of movies that are filmed there too. So when I saw this movie, I was like, oh, it's filmed here. A lot of the X-Men original Sony movies were filmed in my area as well. And so seeing that movie is great. But yeah, it saved Marvel's ass. Blade did. And you know, we may not even have the MCU without this movie. So, you know, people do appreciate Blade as well, for sure. Wild, always bet on the black. Yeah, the black. Are you talking about the black Lambo? Always bet on it. There we go. Hinano's got flames right there. Der Harbinger, how you doing? Great to see you today. Hello, MC. Hi, VV fam, missing you. Yeah, it's great to see you back. Hang out for a while, chill out. You know, hope you're doing well for sure. Viva la Vivi. Vivi keeps delivering awesome drops. My bank account is taking a whack. I know, this is the hard part. Like, it's a real game to play now. Like, for real. Like, you got to, like, balance getting great collectibles. Okay, like this one that's going to come out is fun. People are going to want it. Then you got Omi to think about, you know, if you're playing that game. Then you got, like, these drops that are coming that are great. Then you got like existing grails. Okay. Then you got other platforms. So, and then you got like just crypto in general. I mean, it's not easy. You got to stretch those dollars out, right? Crypt Tony, how you doing? Great to see you. McFarlane reveal about to happen. Yeah. We'll keep our eyes open for sure. I'll definitely check the chat. Let me just make sure. If there's any announcements, please let me know and we'll get right over and look at them, right? So, but yeah, man, it's going to be fun right here. Hinano, my VV vault value has been going up every day. Yeah, you can look at it. Mine has as well. And it's really cool to see, you know, like I said, you know, the Master Collector game is legit. You know, I mean, just look at how many, look at the amount that is on the floor. People are locking it up because, you know, we know there's big stuff coming and you're going to have to compete. So there's not as much incentive to sell now, in my opinion, anyway, as there was before. And as long as those points keep tallying up and as long as they keep developing that program, which they're gonna, we're not even talking about the tickets yet. We're not even talking about burning yet. Like, can you imagine when they start burning comic books to give you MCP points? What's going to happen then? Because you're going to have, like, if this happens, which that probably will happen. I mean, I'm just speculating. Okay, guys. So, you know, but like you got comics with high editions, the early ones that we have, right? And we have the burning mechanic in the app. We have the crafting mechanic in the app. Now we got the MCP bidding mechanic in the app. The tickets are coming. So, you know, if you're going to like want to get more MCP because you spent 100,000 on a Wolverine drop, okay? Because that's what's going to happen, guys. Get ready for it. When Wolverine comes to this app and he's done like Miles Morales, You better have 100,000 MCP or you're probably not going to land that drop. And that might not even be enough. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know, right? I mean, I don't know, right? I mean, who knows what they do? We'll see. But, and there's rumors. Okay, like this is the other thing. I don't know what's going on, okay? I have no clue. I'm telling you right now. I'm not plugged in or anything like that. Although, by the way, I was one of the people who got the VVverse invite. So I'm waiting for that access into it. I signed the NDA, so I'll be in the VVverse. I won't be able to make videos about it, but I'll see stuff, and then I'll be able to talk to you guys a little bit more clearly about what I see. I won't be able to tell you what I see because of the NDA, but get ready, guys, because I will be telling you guys, I'll be sharing more thoughts about it, whatever I can share, you know what I mean? So it's going to give me a clearer understanding of what VV's building. And I know some of you who got access this time as well. It's just random. There's YouTubers and content creators who didn't get access. So it's random, guys. So there's nothing going on there. But I don't know what's going on in the background in the VV boardrooms and meetings and stuff. I don't have access to any of that. But I am hearing rumors around that something big is on the way. I don't know what it is. And I keep hearing about this thing about like a month or something from now. And I don't know, like, it's just pure, but is anybody else kind of like getting this feeling, this vibe, this hearing sort of whispers, nothing specific, but we're talking like, time frame ish. I know that the tickets are coming, and you better buckle up, people. I'm just telling you, I don't know. I'm just saying. We'll see what happens right here. New Tactics, how you doing? Great to see you. Thanks for coming out. Great to see you as always. Doctor Strange, if they drop an animated Punisher with him screaming and shooting 1,000 rounds and he's feeding the bullets off his other arm, my MC points are out of here. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. A Frank Castle just blowing everyone away, with like his nice, like skull shirt. I mean, I'm right there with you there, man. I mean, just there's so many cool stuff they could drop. We're not even touching the tip of the iceberg with the Star Wars stuff. I mean, the Millennium Falcon shows up here, super scarce. You better have your MCP ready. I'm telling you right now, you will miss the boat. That one will go off into hyperspace, and that Falcon will, will go sky high if they make it scarce. Right? Am I wrong? I mean, I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. But yeah, Doctor Strange, that would be a great one for sure. Good luck on the reveal. There we go. Doctor, the Punisher from the OG Warzone #1 comic series would be dope. 100%. The Punisher was so awesome in my youth in junior high. When they came out with those black and white big ones, before his first comic run, that was awesome as well. NFA, I'm locked and loaded for the next Marvel Mighty drop. Might target 3 digits across the board. Yeah, and we're not even talking about Venom and Carnage. They're coming. We're waiting for the next drops on the Mighties so we can craft that. Oh, Grogu, what am I going to do? Grogu, tell me, what am I going to do? I don't have enough gems, you guys, for all this stuff. But I'm working it. That's the game. That's the game you got to play. You're in the game now. Guys, this is not the minor leagues anymore. We're moving up. You better bring your A game now. You better have a plan. We're here to help. I'm trying to figure mine out right here with you. I know we're all trying to. It's the balance of getting the awesome collectibles and grails that exist already, because we know with partners, for example, we know this stuff is starting to move, and it really is starting to move. Of course, we're going to have peaks and valleys. This is never going to be just straight to the moon. Obviously, we don't know how high this is going to go. If partners is going to retract down to 2,000 again, I don't know. People might start taking profits at some point. They will, obviously. It's just normal. But with that VV logo, like, let me just bring up the VV logo, which, I don't own the VV logo, okay, as you guys know. Let's show all the results here. There's I own the orange one here, and I'm happy though. Look at how many of these logos are available. 25, 25, 32, 30. Those are the cheap logos. There's only 12 of the version 2 logos available. Where's the VV Gold and Silver? Look at this. It's 7,200 bucks. Oh, jeez. Man, oh man. Talk about a club. Talk about being in the club right there. If you got one of those, it's like, just hold on for the ride. You'll see what's going to happen right here, right? For sure. Dum Dum, how you doing? Mycollectables is owned by Alex G. He loves, oh, come on, Dum Dum. Come on, Dum Dum. Don't be that way. Let's kick their ass out of here. Bye-bye. You just got removed from the party. I love that. People think that actually hurts our feelings here. Sleeping Comics, how you doing? Great to see you today, man. Oh, I'd love to get your thoughts on Blade and what you're doing. And by the way, Sleeping Comics came out with a great video about MCP. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go watch it on his channel. Every time he put out a video, man, it's a must-see. It's got good views on it, too. So go check it out right there on Sleepin's channel for sure. And also, the Superstar Money guys put out some good vids, too. Check out those as well. So, you know, there's lots of good content coming out right now. Doctor Strange. Yeah, there we go. Aldrodero. No MCP on Lamborghini for me. If I hit, I'll go for it. If not, I'll grab one on the marketplace later. Yeah. You're not going to go for the MCP on the Lambo, hey? Where is it right here? Oh, yeah, you'll take your chances. That's kind of where I'm at too, I think, for sure, right? So Sleeping is saving it for Wolverine. Yeah. Oh, man. Could you imagine you wake up tomorrow, okay, and Vivi announces Wolverine, 3 pose, animated, Miles Morales numbers. What are you going to do? Not you, Sleeping, just you, but everybody. That's going to ignite the app like crazy. But yeah, I know, man. I mean, we just don't know when. I know they're coming up, that whole thing with the South by Southwest and all that, with the Marvel Comics and the future of X-Men. It's all coming soon. You know, we're seeing the signs. He's going to show up here one day, and he's going to be cutting and slashing. We got the Wolverine Deadpool movie. It's all coming up, guys. Viva la Vivi. I've started to build gems for that Secret Rare Lambo, and we'll look to stack the red version. That's a good idea, potentially, right there. If the red version's under 900, around 900 editions, so pretty good right here, for sure. Oh, excuse me. Future Lambo utility. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I mean, in the VV-verse, it's going to be pretty fun to have a Lambo, for sure. Michael's here. How you doing, Michael? Great to see you. Hinano, Stan Lee is still cheap. Yes, Stan Lee is about 200 gems. I locked that in like day one. I locked in Stan Lee when I was camping. I was actually at the lake. This always happens whenever I go away, right? I go away and Vivi announces stuff and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm not at home in my normal environment. And I was like camping when Stan Lee was announced, right? And I like lost my mind. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to pack up my tent and head home just so I could actually go after that drop. But I managed to be able to do it. I locked up Stan Lee, you know, from Lakeside. Back in the day, and I got the whole set locked away nicely and good. And I'm just, you know, it's Stan Lee, so good call on that one for sure. New plan, how you doing? X-Men Secret Rare started pumping literally after the X-Men 97 trailer dropped. Yeah, right. I know. X-Men 97 is a really cool series. We got those renditions of the characters in the app so far too. Very cool for sure, right? Sleeping. I bought a Partners a couple months ago. Had to buy low. That was super smart. Are you willing to let us know? This is the VV logo, which is going absolutely berserk, by the way. Where's Partners right here again? Let's just hit back right to it. Partners, 104 in the market, 33, 34. It just went up. It just went up 125 gems while we were sitting here. So I don't know what's going on, but you bought one a couple months ago and you had to buy. What would you buy it for? Do you mind sharing? For sure. So Omar, Andre did buy one at the Super Bowl. You're talking about the VV logo. Yeah, I know it was sitting right there. I saw that that picture that was shared, and Pro the Doge bought one too. There you go. I mean, they must know something. Do they know something? They know more than I do probably. And I'm here every day. Duck and cover. Lucky Russell Gold is my grail. There you go. That's nice that you got that one. I went after that one and didn't manage to land that drop, period. So congrats on that one, man. That's amazing for sure. NFT player one. Only reason I didn't rebuy partners at 2K is because I didn't have the gems. Looks like I will miss out. That was the same with me. I was close when he was under a couple months ago, probably when Sleepin bought it around that time. I could have made a push for it, and I really strongly considered it. I actually talked to my wife about it because back when Partner Statue first dropped, I have the vivid memories of it. You know, it comes out with the Golden Moments drop. And on the Sunday, I'm looking at it, and it was like, I remember seeing it at 1,600 and wondering, should I put the money in and buy it? You know, and that was when I was earlier in the app. Like we're talking, you know, I was about a month into the app at that point. So I was still figuring VV out, and the Golden Moments drop really solidified things for me, wanting to like obviously be here in the app. And so then, you know, the market closed because they were having the decon stuff at that time, if you remember, right? So market closed because they used to close it during drops, right? And you know, they've gone through all sorts of variations of the market, right? But then it reopened and it was 2,100, and I remember this vividly. And I was like, I had another conversation, like, oh man, because I got R2 and C3PO on the drop. I went in and bought the Simpsons. And I got the Mickey hat. I got the Mickey hat on the drop. So I did okay that week, you know, but I did not hit the partners. So it was at 2,100. And so the reason I'm talking about this is because now you can see the action on this one is moving again. And so I didn't pull the trigger, and then the market closed again because they had another one of those drops. Then on Monday when it opened, it was at 3,000. And I was like, oh my God, right? This is starting to go. And this is before we even knew, right? Like, you know, this is right as the bull market was starting to take off with VV. And so then I was like, I had a real debate. I was like, $3,000. And that's US. Remember, I'm in Canada, so it's actually higher. I know the value of your dollar is stronger if you're Americans than a Canadian, but still. So then I didn't do anything. And then it closed again, and they did another decon drop. And then the next day it opened up at 5,000. And I was like, oh my God, it's gone. Like I should have picked it up. And then of course we all know where it went, and we all know where it's come back since. And now we're sitting here where it's at here. So it's always tough to predict, you know, what the best time is. But if you want one and you have gems, I mean, you know, this time period's probably just fine. Even at this level here, I would assume. The doctor's here again. We got two doctors, you know. We got the smartest crew right here, the smartest crowd that we got. We got doctors here, you know, we got collectors. We even have dum-dums from time to time. We got smart people and we got dum-dums. You know, Freddy Krueger is coming to McFarlane Digital. Yeah, check it out. The Maniacs are right here. Is that announced, or is that what you're guessing right here? I'm going to check the chat. Did you see that announced just now? I haven't checked out like on Twitter, but here are some of the movie Maniacs right here that you can get. There's lots of in the series. They're not all just you know, villains or like monsters, but these are some of the toys I used to own right there, and you can see how cool they are. They're super fun. Lots of renditions of them all. Super bloody. This is what McFarlane needs to do. They need to get outside of DC. We all love DC. Nobody here does not love DC. Most of us love it. But, you know, McFarlane's got tons of IP, right? He's got sports. He's got these guys. I mean, like, this is just scratching the tip of the iceberg for McFarlane. If they get outside of the DC little realm right there with the Catwomans and all this kind of stuff they keep dropping, and outside of the Spawn world, which is amazing as well, and start getting into, like, this is really cool how they had this little announcement here with the Universal. So, I mean, you know, the Universal monsters, right? Like Frankenstein and the rest of them, right? I really love that too, right? I think those can show up in VV as well. So we're going to see some cool stuff come as time goes on. So we'll see where this one develops for sure, right? As time goes on right there. Jason, how you doing? Bitcoin, 52,890, 52-week high. It is true. I did pick up some more Bitcoin 2 days ago. I'm not going to lie. I could have put it in Omi. I could have put it in the app, but I put a little bit more into Bitcoin. Not a ton, you guys, just a bit. I just, as much as I can do, that's like long term. We're talking like, when you put it in Bitcoin, you just forget about it, right? For sure. VV first appearance. VV announces the Blade collectible. Yeah, we got it, man. We were covering it right at the beginning. Right there. That was a really fun way they did it too, for sure, right? Blade announced. Oh, as they actually put it out, let me just go to Twitter here. Let me just see if they've actually put it out as a, oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. But there's no article yet. So thanks, guys, for the update on that. This premium digital collectible, it's one. It's on the 24th. It's only one secret rare. That is something. Usually, I thought it was going to be 3. And we saw the secret rare only, but this is just one. The Blade Master, an amazing athlete, with a knack for rooting out vampires. Blade works to hunt creatures of the night, but he works best alone. This Marvel Premium Digital Collectible statue, just one, as a secret rare, drops on the 24th on the Saturday. So just over a week and a bit. That's interesting. Thanks, Biggest Bro, for that heads up right there. That is interesting for sure. Hinata is part of the movie Maniacs line. Yeah, for sure. That's the Freddy. New tactics. Oh, wait, I'm a couple minutes behind the live stream. Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm sorry about that. Just hit refresh. Dr. Cover, I hope we get Ash from Evil Dead on VV and not McFarlane. Ash would be great from the Evil Dead series. He's so funny with his boomstick. This is my boomstick. So much fun stuff we can do. Dev, how you doing? Love the energy. Yeah, man, we're having a good time. It's easy with all this great stuff going on. Thanks for coming today and sharing in that and bringing it yourself. The Avengers went out for a muffin. Yeah. Where did they go during that whole time? This is my point with some of these movies. It's funny. This is what we're talking. This is going back to our Fantastic Four thing right here, which, by the way, like I said, if you guys stick around, you're going to have a chance to win. Where is it? Where is it right here? This comic. I'm going to give this out to you guys today for the Fantastic Four announcement. So this is going to go out to the chat right here. Where were they? Thanos is ripping up New York. Ebony Maw is flying around. They're over in Wakanda having a big battle. Where were the Fantastic Four? So clearly, I think the word is that they're going to be back in the 60s and they'll get brought into now. I think that's what the story's going. But that's when I see these Marvel movies, and I watch some of the Eternals, and I watch like Shang-Chi, and I watch some of these other kind of mid-level movies that are really cool, and I like them all. But there's like a world-ending event going on that the hero in that movie has to save the world, and yet the big heroes are nowhere to be found. They're nowhere. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. It's a little bit of a movie flaw, if you ask me. So I really like it when they're all connected. If you're going to have a world-ending event, you got to have the big heroes there. So anyway, Fantastic Four, they'll explain what they were doing or whatever. Plastic Man does what he wants. It's true. You guys will win Plastic Man today. There's only 4 left. So that's the other one in case you're tuning in. You guys will win Plastic Man today. One of my 5 secret drops. There's only 4 of them out of 100 left. And then this is an airdrop here in the middle that's going to come later. The next guy right here is going to have a skull. I'm just telling you right now. I'm doing all the famous drop head ones in a way. There's a little hint for you. And then this guy is going to be an airdrop. All these guys have utility. So you'll get this guy today as well because Plastic Man does do what he wants. He does what he wants. Anyway, Dracula right here. That's pretty cool. So Dr. Cover, I'm actually pumped about the Chinese New Year stamps. Yeah, those look really cool too. And you get that emblem. So if we go to VV, there's the Lambo. We go to collectibles. We go to the New Zealand stamps. These ones look really good, really fun. I haven't covered this one in a video. I don't usually cover the stamps too much in vids. They kind of just speak for themselves. They're, pretty easy to explain. But this one's got they collect the whole set and you get that emblem, right? So, you know, you can start see it right here coming on Friday. So like literally tomorrow, you know, and you got these look really great. They look really nice and fun. Check it out. The longevity stamp, 6 gems as well. 1,800 of those. Then you got the Garden of Prosperity stamp, 6 gems as well. About 1,700 of those. And then we go down to same thing, another rare right here. This is the Land of Good Fortune. Very cool. I like the dragons on them. They look good, you know, same edition size there. And then we got the ultra rare, the fireworks, the festive fireworks, under 1,000, so not bad. And then you got the secret rare miniature sheet that they always do. Just about 700 or so, just around 600 after they take them away at 6 gems right there. And then if you get the whole set, you get this guy right here. So this guy's got the same amount of editions as the secret rare, of course, if everybody, you know, but he's going to be less than that because not everyone's going to get the set. So that's a fun drop. Now, we were talking about at the beginning of the live stream that this actually is a way to get MCP if you're doing stamp drops. So what they were talking about on the spaces in O'Malley's space and a couple other people's spaces is when you actually go after the stamp drops, you get that bonus MCP for buying from the store. So if you're buying from the store multiple times, you're getting a ton of MCP on that day. And then if you do buy a whole bunch of stamps at like 6 gems a piece and you land a couple of secret rares, a couple ultra rares, if you keep one set, you get the 100 bonus points for getting the set. You get the 25, I believe, points every time you hit the buy now, okay, you know, from the store. So that adds up. Then you get the collectibles themselves, you know, you get the points for those. And then you sell it into the market, you know, and you recoup some of your gems back and you actually can do pretty good. A lot of people have done well with that strategy. I'm just learning about that strategy with stamps in particular. People buy a whole bunch. They get a ton of points on the day. It's almost like they're buying MCP points. And then they keep a set or two and they get that set completion. You only get the set completion once, though. You can't complete 5 of these sets and get 100 points each time. It's just the one time, I believe. So if you complete the set, you get the 100 points. That's any set, by the way. But once you do it one time, you can't do it again like a week later. They cap it at 1 per set. So they seem to kind of know how that's done. So people are using these kind of drops as MCP farming more so than the collectibles themselves. And then they end up keeping a set or two just for the MCP after. So it's actually a really interesting, good strategy that a lot of people are using. You buy a bunch, you get all the points for buying. You then sell the ones you get. If you buy a bunch, the chances of getting secret rares are actually quite a bit higher than the comic book drops, you know, so, you know, generally speaking. And so people have been more lucky on these ones right here. And then they're able to sell these for like, you know, 30 gems or something like that, 25, 30. And if you sell one of these for 25 or 30, that pays for 4 drops. So you can see how people are doing this. It's a really interesting strategy. I'm not doing the strategy myself because I don't feel I'm lucky enough. If I go for this, if I go for this 10 times, I'll probably get 10 of these. I mean, that's just the way my luck runs. But, you know, with the numbers, that's how people are sort of doing it. It's actually a really interesting, cool strategy. And I actually have started to think about it a little bit more if I want to do that for sure. So Tito's in the house. How you doing, Tito? Good to see you right there. Tito 420. Omar, there's so many confirmed sales and best to see these purchases is Stacker. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of confirmed sales on all this stuff. So it's not just delistings for sure. Osman, how you doing, Osman? Great to see you in the Web3 Collective. If you guys are not following Osman, make sure you do. Lots of great content, as always, you know, with the spaces and, of course, the vids and, of course, in the chat, too. It's really great. Thanks for coming out, man. Great to see you today for sure. Hinano, there we go. What's up, the Prez? Exactly, right? Viva la Vivi. Any guesses on the Vivi speculation about something big coming next month? Yeah, we were talking about that. I don't know. I have literally no idea, but I keep hearing this. You know, it's not like I keep hearing like whispers in the spaces and stuff. No one, like nothing specific. There's nothing, but there is something coming. You know, and I don't know where it's coming from, so it could just be complete and total nothingness. But there is something coming along. That's kind of like what we've been hearing, right? So I really don't know. We'll see, right? Duck and Cover says 2,500 to 3K for the Lambo. Hey, you think it's going to go that high? I had it at 1,500 or so, but like I said, after the Twitter spaces down here, people think it's going to be the most highest valued one because it's the more popular than the 350 GT. So that could definitely be that's what people are saying. So my price prediction was at 1,500. It could come in higher than that. This is what I'm hearing. So I hope that's the case, Dr. Governor, I hope you land one for sure. A new plan, airport food costs more than the damn plane ticket. I know. Just make sure you pack some sandwiches if you're going. The backstory is Hinana was at the airport for longer than normal. Couldn't do his live, but then he did a live stream from there, him and D. And the quality was great. Like, you were coming in crystal clear. And I was like, oh, are you going to do more drops from the more live streams from the airport with their high-speed internet? They probably have high-speed internet because, yeah, they charge $20 for a piece of pizza. It's true. It's true. Ronnie, just watch the X-Men 97 trailer. So awesome. Yeah, I have to see it. I'll be looking at it too. I won't watch it here because we'll probably get canceled if I watch it here. But yeah, man, very cool. The Deadpool trailer looks good. Everything's good, looking really well right now. Lucky 13ish, how you doing? Great to see you. Thanks for coming out today. GCOM, how can the Hulk and Thor be the prices they are? I don't know. Their first appearances. They're FAs. Thor's got a lot more editions. The Hulk, though, I've always said that the classic Hulk. By the way, the secret rare Hulk, he caught the Hulk, the classic Hulk. Because it's a secret rare, there's like way less editions. But he's not the FA, the Gray Hulk. Even though the Gray Hulk is like the first visual of the Hulk, from the comic book. That's the whole point of the Coming of the Hulk collectible. But yeah, I mean, the classic one is the FA, and it's the green one. He's slamming it down. I was always confused. That one didn't even sell out when it came out. The Hulk did not sell out for a while until they started to announce all the rest of the stuff. And then he sold out. But I've always been shocked. I mean, Vader's at like, 400 and the Hulk's at like 50. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, and I'm a Star Wars nut, but honestly, like, I don't understand why the Hulk is 50 gems. I don't get it. He's got less editions than Vader, and Vader's at 400 or 350 or whatever he's at. Hinana, Wolverine, Grogu, and Mando, the Falcon. Not enough MCP. I know. Just too much for sure. Viva la Vivi. Is Paul Barrett in the Blake coffin? Who is Paul? I don't know who that guy is. Wonton Mon. Oh my God. Yeah, it's huge for sure. It's actually huge for sure. Yeah. Bye. Ducky Cover. I didn't get the gold Rosso on the drop. Big sacrifices had to be made. Oh, you went after it. Yeah, man. Those, like, a secret rare of that quality and that rarity. That's not a bad idea at all. I mean, it's going to be like, look at Donnie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, crazy, right? Congrats on that. Sacrifices. I know all about that lately too for the MCP. Crazy Dan. I got a partners for 2K in the bear market. Yeah, man. I was looking at it when it dropped under. It's crazy. Oh, damn, man. I mean, it's up there. This is what happens for sure, right? Captain Kurt, how you doing? Great to see you to do. New plan. Smart man for getting more Bitcoin. It is always the king of the crypto space. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like, I didn't put like $100,000 into it or anything, but it's just, I just put it there and forget about it. Probably could make bigger gains on the altcoins and all that kind of stuff. Even on OMI maybe right now. Cause the potential of it, of things 2xing, 3xing, 10xing faster than Bitcoin will. But still, I feel good about it for sure. Woody, how you doing? Thanks for coming out. Evolved is here. Evolved, how you doing? Great to see you as well. A new plan. Krusty the Clown is MCP point killer. There you go for sure. Okay, we got to the end of the chat. Let's do our giveaways, guys. So we got this comic to give away to you guys right here. This is Fantastic Four this is great. Marvel's Greatest Comics 94. A reprint of Fantastic Four number 114. So I'm going to give this to you guys in the chat right now, just for coming to hang out today. It's a lot of fun. And I'm going to give Plastic Man away. There's only 4 left. So let's do Plastic Man first. And after the stream, I'll just transfer it to you. Whoever wins, you just shoot your wallet address. I just transfer it over. It gets you 3 spots in all my rewards. Then I'm going to quickly go into my Alpha Flight comic for my longtime members. And then my Thing Guardians of the Galaxy Bronze Age comic as my daily giveaway on my Discord. So we'll do these right now for you guys. And I really appreciate you guys coming out to the chat. It's been a lot of fun for sure, right? So let's do the Plastic Man first. So just type Plastic Man in the chat if you want to win this one. Type Plastic Man in there, and I'll get you guys this win. And then there'll be only 3 of him left. And thanks to the people who have purchased, I think I posted when there was about 18 or so. Now we're down to 4. We'll be at 3 right after this. And then he'll be gone. And like I said, the secret drop that I got coming up in time, it's going to take a little while. You're going to need him in order to get this airdrop over here. And they all have utility. So I have a lot of fun stuff planned for the drop heads. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's type it in, Plastic Man. He gets you, he just gets you 3 spots in all the rewards anyway. So you get extra chances to win all the comics that we're doing here. And the Omi and other stuff I got planned as well. We've done VV Gems, of course. You know, when I put something in the market for lower value, and if you put it in the market, I buy it off of you, for higher value, so you get some extra gems to play with. We have that program as well. Of course, we got physical collectibles and sports ones and zombie stuff and all sorts of fun stuff. So we're just going to keep it going. Here's Plastic Man. I'll give you guys another couple seconds. You guys ready? I think you guys are ready. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes, scroll the chat, take my hand off the mouse. Whoever I land on gets him. Let's go. I'm going up. I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling up and down and around. I'm scrolling over here. Eyes closed. Can't see. Scrolling around over here. Scrolling. And I'm stopping right there. And who is it? It's Shankster. Shankster wins Plastic Man. Congratulations. There's 3 spots for you. You got one of the last 4. So let me just get this right. Shankster. There we go. I'm making a note. Plastic. So you got to DM me your wallet address, and I'll get you Plastic Man. And then you'll get your 3 spots in the rewards. And Shankster, if you want the 3D file to play around with in like, you know, spatial and other environments, because you get the 3D file, he's fully 3D. You just supply me with your email and I'll retransfer you the file over. And then you can play around in spatial and other environments with this guy and goof around because he's fully 3D, right? So Shankster, let me know you won. Okay, there you go. Congratulations right there. Let's get to the Fantastic Four comic right here in the chat. So whoever wins this, remember, this is a physical comic, an IRL comic, a Bronze Age one, just the edge of Bronze Age, 1980. So I have to mail this to you. So if you're not comfortable giving me your wallet, your shipping address, don't enter. I won't show up at your house. Don't worry. And we delete the address right after. But I do have to send this to you by the mail. So, you know, so I will get your address. So if you're not comfortable with that, don't worry about sending that to me for sure. Don't enter this one. Anybody else, if you want to win this one, just type in Fantastic Four. And this one will go out to someone in the chat today just for coming to hang out. It's all good. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out as always. So just type, if you want this one, Fantastic Four in the chat. There we go. I see some entries. We'll give you guys about 20 seconds or so. And then I'll ship this right out to you. You know, with all the rest of the comic rewards we've been doing. If I already have your address, if you're a member, then I can refer to the chat. But make sure you DM me with your address because I always try to delete those so we don't have your address on file. And, you know, for sure. Here he is. Look at him. Who can stop the Overmind? This is a reprint of Fantastic Four 114. Just for fun today, you guys. Just for fun. Not worth a lot, but a really fun read. I think a 9.8 of this one goes for about $75 or so. So not huge, but good fun. You guys ready almost? I'll give you another 10 seconds right here to enter. And you can win this comic. And then put it on the wall behind you and stuff. You know, if you're making vids or if you're just hanging out, put comic books up in your fun environment. They're really great. Rotate them through. They're great visual. They make you feel happy. The art is beautiful. Put some up in your place, you know, as long as your family doesn't mind. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to scroll the chat. Here I go. I'm going up, going down. Eyes are closed. Can't see. Scrolling around over here, over there. Whoever I land on is going to win it. I'm going to scroll right here. I'm scrolling. I'm stopping right there. And who is it this time? It's the Doctor! Mark Meister. That's another win for you, man. I just sent you a comic from our rewards. So that's nice. You win this one. So there we go. Fantastic Four. Congratulations. I just sent you a win from the drop heads. You're just cleaning up lately. So congratulations on that one. I thought it was Doctor Strange for a second, but there you go. Yeah, you're very lucky this week, man. You must be a Year of the Dragon. So congrats to that. I'll get that off to you. I got your address from your previous win in our comic book rewards this week. So let's do that. Now let's go over to my Discord for my old school member rewards. If you've been a member of the channel for more than 6 months, we have a Discord channel for you. If you're a member of my YouTube channel, and you get prizes from time to time just for being a longtime member. So let's get in there. Let's do this right here. Go to my Discord. I do a random draw in here. So we'll do that today of whoever has been here the longest. And it's just a reward, a thank you for guys for being around and being members of the channel, supporting the channel for as long as you guys have. So here they are. Let me just get up to the old school rewards right here. Where are they? Here we go. Okay, so you can see it right here. Here's my old school rewards. So if you're an old school Drophead member and holder and a member of the channel, then congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. This is just a small token reward right here, but it's a fun comic. It's a Wolverine comic, and you know he's coming. So, by the way, I've got tons of Wolverine comics that I'm saving for when they announce him. So stay tuned. I got some good ones, including the facsimiles of Hulk 181 and Hulk 180, and a bunch of other classic Wolverine comics, including, if you look over my shoulder, here's a future potential giveaway right here. Look at this bad boy. So stay tuned. We got lots to come. But I'm waiting for the announcement, just like you guys are. You guys are for sure. So here's an old school member rewards. You can see we have people who have entered here. And thank you so much. You just enter how long you've been a member. And as long as you're a current member, then you can win. So let me just count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 39 entries right here. We'll do this more than once, that's for sure. So let's reset this at 1. Let's see who's in there. We're just going to do it in the position right here. So 39 entries. Entry 23, let's see who's in that position, wins this Alpha Flight comic right here. Position 23, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is a comment, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. Brave V Heart is almost there. I think it's Painful Monkey at 23. Am I right? What do we got here? 23. So Painful Monkey, let me just recount right here just to make sure. I'll double check in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me just delete this one right here because this is a comment. 14, 15. Let me just delete this one right here. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It is Brave VV Heart. Congrats on the winner right there. I'll double check just to make sure. Winner. Okay, so Brave VV Heart wins that comic right there. You don't have to be here in the live to win it. Where is it? This one. Alpha Flight 13. Nicely done right there. There we go. Yeah, Tom, right here. MC should show it on stream. The Tokidoki stuff. Which one? Is there a Tokidoki? MC, I know a future Tokidoki drop. You do? You know a future one? I don't know them. Hopefully it's a good one for sure. Okay. There we go. Alpha Flight 13. Now, that's for the old school member rewards. Thank you so much for being members. And we'll bring this back. I'm just going to reward you guys randomly. And, but just if you're a member of the channel, you've been there for a while, go to my Discord and just put how long you've been in there. And you only have to enter one time. And as long as your membership retains, then you can win prizes in there for fun. So that's just a good one. Now, we have our daily giveaway. That's right here. Just daily giveaway right here. We got the Thing comic right here. So that's pretty good. So that's going to be fun. So this is the one that's going out just in my giveaways channel. So on my Discord, I'll throw giveaways in there. And this one's because it's the Thing with Fantastic Four. Now, how many entries we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So we got 40 entries right there. Okay, let's reset this right here. Boom. This is how it works. Let's see who wins this one. Position 8. Doesn't make me count too high. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Granddaddy Crypto. Granddaddy Crypto wins this comic in position 8. So I'll connect with them in the chat. You can see there's Granddaddy Crypto wins. So congratulations, you guys, on winning this stuff right here. That's fun, that one. Granddaddy Crypto. That one went out to, who did it go out to? I'll check it again. And then we got the Fantastic Four went to the chat. That's great. Mark Meister. The Plastic Man went out. That's good right there. And then we have more secret drops coming up. So that's pretty awesome. So we will actually look at this one. I will be doing a breakdown video on this one. Look at the guy over here. Look at Hinata's meme. That's exactly how we feel right now. Good God. It's only going to get worse or better. There we go. That is pretty crazy, right? So there we go. We got that coming up. There he is right there. There's the whole thing. And right there. And then, of course, we got the comic, the Dracula comic, the Blade. I'll do a breakdown on that one once they release the numbers. I'll do a breakdown on this one once they release the numbers, even though we know it's a single secret rare. Omi's going up. We'll see how that goes. Lambo's coming up this weekend. I will be live on Sunday. Okay, that's my plan. So I will be live on Sunday. I believe after this drops, so you can share with me live on my channel how you did. Okay, so we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with these grails and how things are going. We'll keep our eyes on Cryptoys for another announcement here. And Disney Pinnacle's got another drop as well with the Valentine's Day Star Wars stuff, which is pretty cool. There's a Yoda in there, by the way. And we'll keep our eyes on what happens with McFarlane and the, Universal stuff right here. Of course, there is some DC news as well from Candy. I'm going to break that down, and then I'll report back on what that means for Candy and their news that they have. If we just go to Candy's page right here, okay, they did a nice nice tweet. I haven't had a chance to read it through. That's why I haven't covered it yet. But right here, it is here, Overdrive. So this is going to be something. I'll quickly read this, okay, because it is here. We're stoked to announce that the much anticipated DC Overdrive, our first step in experiencing a revolutionary world in computing system designed to unlock, expand, and access new materials in the DC universe. Your portal to new beginnings. DC Overdrive transcends the ordinary, offering a new crafting experience. This is happening. This just got tweeted just before my live stream. A new crafting experience like Candy. Here, the essence of interactivity is redefined, allowing you to merge and burn your digital collectibles to craft rare and unique DC3s that echo the rich narrative of the DC universe. This is your chance to directly influence your collections and unlock customizations and rewards for future experiences. You know, HRO does a lot of this kind of stuff, right? So we're going to have to see how it goes. Look, upgrades, they say, how do you start? Justice League #1. This one right here, prepare to step into heroism, and Justice League #1 becomes the instrument to your Overdrive experience. Justice League #1 kickstarts the epic saga of the DC Universe's greatest superheroes coming together to face of an alien invasion led by Darkseid. And of course, we have him on Vivi as well. This pivotal issue marks the formation of the Justice League with Superman and all the rest of them. Secure your copy during the DC3 drop on the 22nd to participate in the inaugural DC Overdrive public beta crafting event. So you're going to want to go for this comic right here, and you can see the pieces and parts. Want the in-depth details on the coming Overdrive, head over to the link below. So you can click the link and go and explore that and get into the Bat Cowl Twitter space, and we'll hear some more. I'm gonna review this, but check this out right here. This is something new for Candy, and the overdrive to access and new materials in the DC universe. So I'll do a big, I'll do a breakdown of this. I'm going to dive deep into it, get my full understanding of it, report back to you guys with the best I can, and we'll just go from there for sure, right? But that's a little bit of news. Thank you guys for coming out today. I will see you in the, in the future here. I'll definitely see you as time goes on the next one right here. Tom, why are my comments getting deleted? How are your comments getting deleted? I'm not deleting them. Tokidoki, a founder Instagram in the last post. Yeah, Tom, I haven't been deleting your comments. Are you sure the comments are being deleted? You DM'd it to me. Oh, about the thing. I'll take a look at it then, Tom. But yeah, it's not in the chat. I don't know what's going on with that for sure, right? But that's pretty cool right there. Yeah, I'll check it out, Tom, in the DMs. And then, of course, I'll go live again, and we can talk about it there for sure. But thanks for sending me some info. I got to get off the stream now, though. I got to get going. Yeah, thanks. No, thank you for sure, 100%. Okay, guys, have a great Thursday. We'll see you in the next video, and happy collecting.